Welcome back to Trends and Friends. For this week's lesson from TTU K-12, Lisa Leach introduces us to school psychologist Brooks Gibbs on tips for how to manage emotional impacts that may be coming from the new normal with our kids experiencing it today. Let's take a look.
Hi, it's Lisa Leach again with TTU K-12. We made it through another week. I hope you and your family are staying well. Previous segments in this series focused on activities that you could do with your children that are fun and educational. This week I'd like to change direction a bit and instead talk about the emotional health of your children during this crisis. When approaching a conversation with your kids, practice share, don't scare. We want to talk to our children in a way that addresses the questions that they may have, but doesn't unnecessarily frighten them. Your approach will vary, of course, depending on the age of your child, but in general, find out what your child knows, encourage them to ask questions, and then answer as factually as you can. Direct them to the things that they can control, such as frequently washing their hands, eating healthy foods, getting quality sleep. You might direct your older children to research some information about the pandemic on reputable websites such as the CDC. I asked a friend, well-known motivational speaker and school psychologist Brooks Gibbs, to provide some additional tips.
Hi guys, Brooks Gibbs here. I'm a school psychologist. I've been receiving a lot of notes from parents asking me how to help their children manage their anxiety during this season of uncertainty. With the shelter-in-place orders from the government and the pandemic that the whole globe is in, it can be very chaotic for families. There are three things I want you to remember. Number one, I want you to remember routine. Number two, recreation. And number three, emotional regulation. So when it comes to routine, now that children are schooling at home, the best thing you can do, and every homeschooler knows this, that routine, just like they have at school, needs to be in practice at home. So like with our littles at our house, we're doing the Pledge of Allegiance every single morning. We're saying our prayers. We're doing some exercises. We find some great kind of stretching and exercises to watch on YouTube before we get the day going. And it's very important having a little nook, a study nook, right that has all the supplies in order. Just try to keep a routine, predictability. That will help really calm their anxieties, knowing what's coming next. Even periods of the day to be different subjects, and even raising your hand, just like you would with a teacher, to receive help. Those help mirror life in the normal world at school. So try to bring that into your home. Number two, I would say recreation. Find creative ways to have fun with your kids. I created a game called Squabbles. It's a card game. You could get fun games on Amazon, have it delivered to your home, and play these board games. Don't just throw your kids on electronics. And definitely shut off the news, by the way. It's only creating more chaos in the home. But the third thing is emotional regulation. You want to watch out for your child's automatic negative thoughts. The catastrophizing. Oh no, the world's going to end. The fortune telling. I know what Trump is going to say. I know what's going to happen. Mind reading. Oh, I know what I know what the next law is going to be. Whenever they act like they know what's going to happen in the future, shut that down, because that's their automatic negative thinking, or ants that are eating up their happiness. That's what anxiety really is. They're ants that are eating up happiness. And you want to remind children, no, facts are what we focus on, not what could, what might, what was the worst case scenario. So regulate their emotions by regulating their thinking. So hope that helps you out. Hang in there, parents. You are my hero and your kid's hero right now especially. So be strong.
Thanks so much for those words of encouragement. We certainly need that as we go into the next couple of weeks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Trends and Friends.